So there's this YouTuber named Nick Shirley. I've talked about him in the past. He is a journalist who investigates voter fraud and tax fraud and any sort of fraud. Those seem to be his biggest videos so far. He made a video about Minnesota and how there was this big fraud with the childcare system, which has been through a lot of scrutiny, and a lot of stuff has been shown that just it wasn't true that he was saying, or at the very least he was omitting things. So he's not someone I would trust. And on top of that, he's continued his fraud investigations where he's now looking into a California voting flaw where anybody can register and there's dead people voting. And even though in his video itself it doesn't really show anything definitive, you have these anecdotal cases that show people who were caught. Like the stuff that he's pointing out, he only knows because it was pointed out by the system. Now, are there things to critique about our voter system? I'm sure there is. I'm sure that you can put pound per pound policy next to each other, and I could say, you know what, that would probably be better if we had X, Y, and Z. But I don't think they give a shit for stuff like this. You know, when he says this voter flaw stuff, he's not going to the red rural states. He finds it fine because whatever they're doing there, if there's gerrymandering or whatever it may be, it's cool because it's for his side. He will never admit that. But even in his video, I didn't see any mention of fair, reasonable approach. I just felt the whole California sucks. Here's why I already hate them because of this thing that I hopefully was trying to plant in people's minds. Like it doesn't seem genuine. But at the same time, one of the biggest things that did pull me out of the video um, was this story that he had about a dog who voted in Orange County. And it's stuff like this would, like, even if the whole video was good, I can't defend it because he has stuff like this that is so blatantly wrong. He's claimed that a dog was voting. It was registered to vote. It tried to vote in the 2020 election or 2021 election. It's just not true. It's just not true. There was a case where somebody tried to register their dog and they were caught and they were charged. The system, if you say, is allowing this stuff to happen, it is not. And it's catching people, which you don't mention, you don't talk about because it does show that your point is you're trying to get this negative feedback so people are on your side. But as a journalist, you're not doing that. You're coming to a story that's already been made and trying to frame it in a way that no one's talking about there's nothing to talk about. People were caught. The system was working as it should. But that's not a story that makes the Dems look kind of cool, so you have to spin it. And that's where I find this guy disingenuous is none of this was really mentioned. The framing he had was the story and that was it. None of the resolve because he's just trying to blame people.